Thank you. Hello, Zabor. Heyo, everyone. It's fine. I just opened it. Hey, I did everything else. It's the worst part about it is that like I turned off the background music. I turned on the game music, but I always forget my microphone. But it's fine. It's fine. Excuse me. But anyways, so we're gonna continue the Dudunsparce. Right, I have it up. I thought it got quiet. No. But so we're doing the Dudunsparce one. So, like I promised for anyone who was here last night, I do have a little bit of a treat for all of y'all, and we're gonna ride away from the Dudunsparce hunt. It's also 10:32 p.m. So we have an hour and a half until my outbreak disappears. But it's fine. It's fine. It only took us 200 resets. But anyways. So, like I promised from last night, I do have, some keepsies Dunsparces. So there is a chance that we might get, our 3 segment from this. We'll move it to the giveaway. This is down here because this is for Sam. Once I have 5 different types of Pokemon, that's when I'm going to start doing giveaways, by the way. So, we do them here because why wouldn't we? I need to get my timestamp sheet out. Please and thank you. I hope all 4... That'd be so funny. I would probably shit on the floor, honestly. That's a new... I'm going to do that so I know it's different stream. We're going to do Evo again. And this is starting at 7 minutes. Okay. Please don't do that. Please don't do what? Shit everywhere? Why not? How dare you tell me what to do? It's fine. This is 21. This is 21. We're fine. We're cooling. We're chilling. But this is 21. If one of these, though, is the 3 segment, I'll be so happy. No. No, it is not. Tell me how it's 3:30 p.m. and I haven't had any food yet. I don't know how to I haven't either, so. And I walked dogs for 2 hours. Like, I've done over, like, 7,000 steps today already. So it's 22. And we move it so we can see the segment, so we can know. We need to stop being the same. Why not? Because I don't eat. Because I'm not hungry. Because I had pizza at 5:30 in the morning. Because that's when my body decided to wake up and I was hungry. This is 23. You need snackies. I do. I have them for later. So I haven't had those either. So I'm also cooking dinner and we're doing spam fried rice bowls tonight for dinner. So I'll be getting off at around 6:30 to finish dinner. But other than that, like, I'm chilling. I have snacks for later. Tonight is the final session of Pixie's D&D campaign that she was in for the past 3 years. I was a part of it for a little bit, so I get to go be a part of it again. I could make a lot, but I need to actually make me, yeah. There's no more snack redeem. No, not for a while. That's been gone for a long ass time. I also don't have candy, so that's why. But yeah, no, like I'm gonna be at Pixie's campaign thingy-mabob tonight because it is the last session of a 3-day long campaign. So it is the last session of a 3-day long campaign. Have you had food? So I'm pretty stoked for it. God, my mom's texting me and I'm like, why are you texting me? It's my mom saying that she's going to be out tomorrow. So she's like, can you come walk the dogs on Saturday? I need the dogs to be checked up on. And I'm like, well, I have plans, so maybe. I'm not going to say yes to you. I actually, before I said that, I basically was like, what about your husband and the kids? Are they not going to be home? But then again, my stepbrother was literally at the house today while I was walking the dogs. And my mom didn't and he doesn't take the dog out of the crate. Like, no one in the family takes care of these 2 dogs, and I feel so bad for them. And the one puppy literally just gets left in his crate for the end of the world. I had cereal. Yeah, I walked the dogs. And I'm like, I'm not going to say yes to you because I do have plans. Tomorrow is Pokemon Community Day. I do. And it's also the Pikmin Community Day, too. So I do plan to, go out. Do I not? I plan to go out and be, out and about. But I'm not bringing the dogs with me. They're terrible. I was talking with my sister's mom's friend. My sister's friend's mom. And I called my mom and I was like, who's this woman with this type of dog? I was like, she was talking to me. She knew who I was. And it's one of my sister's best friends. And I was basically telling her that the dog is basically crated the whole day right now. And she's like, yeah, I'm not a fan of crates. And I was like, ooh. I was like, yeah, well, no one cares about the dogs. It's very unfortunate. To the extent of my mom and her fiance both own their own businesses, and my fiance literally works at my mom's office because he doesn't want to go into his office because his office is where he used to live, and my mom's office is 5 minutes away from their house, not even. So think about that notion. They literally work less than 5 minutes away from the house, and they don't go back to walk the dogs during the day, and they both own their own businesses. And then my stepbrother literally goes to the house during his freeze and leaves the dog in the crate. Because, I mean, truthfully, I don't think it's his responsibility to take care of the dogs because they got the first dog they barely paid attention to. The second dog they got a Vizsla. If you look up a Vizsla, they're fucking insane dogs. They're supposed to run 70 miles a day or some crap. They're literally insane. They don't have a fenced-in backyard. No one actually walks the dog properly. No one else is trying to train the puppy besides me. So it's kind of fucked up. And every single person in our family thinks that they shouldn't have got the second dog. My mom got the dog for her husband for Christmas because Scott's favorite breed is a Vizsla, but no one wants to take care of the dog, so the dog just gets left alone. They didn't ask the kids if they wanted a second dog or anything, and my mom's like, well, the kids, they're so mean to Baxter because they don't ever want to play with him or this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you have a junior in high school, an 8th grader who's about to go into high school, and a 7th grader who's becoming an 8th grader. They don't give a shit about the fucking dogs. Is Vizsla pronounced Vizsla? Yeah, yeah, it was surprising to hear about Frozen's fiance also. Yeah, I have a fiance. I have 18 fiancés. Brother husbands.
You said your fiance wasn't your brother.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, its name is Baxter. And the worst part about it is its name's Baxter because that's what my mom wanted to name it. She literally got this dog for her husband, and he wanted to name the dog Barkley. And she said no because she didn't like the name. My mom has got this. My mom and him both now have these two dogs, and like Baxter's probably going to be like an 80, 90-pound dog, and their other dog, Bailey, is like 65 pounds or something. Their walks, the walks that they get are bringing them into the backyard and walking them around the backyard for 2 minutes. I'm leaving Barkley. Barkley sounds like a kid's name. Why don't you like the names, Zabor? But yeah, they just like don't really care about the dog, and it like breaks my heart because like I'm really trying to like train this dog for them. And I'm basically told to like I try to tell them what they need to do when I'm not there. And they're like, I don't care. They just don't listen to me when I'm like, you know, like you need to use their, because I'm trying to teach Baxter not to pull because he's a puppy, and Bailey is a good dog. Like, she is a good dog, but she was never trained to be walked on a leash because they got an electric fence for her. Like, think about this. They got an electric fence for this dog, and they don't let the dog out and about on her own with the electric fence. Like, she always wears an electric collar. They do not let her out and about in the backyard or anything, even though they have an electric fence that she was trained on, because they're afraid she's just going to run away. Yeah, I get that this cat is Meowie, but Meowie is a little different than Barkley. I thought Barkley was cute, but I would have named him Professor Barkley. I'm all about giving surnames and shit to fucking dogs and cats. Why get pets if you're gonna be shit pet parents? Oh, because my mom likes having the dog for the aspect of being able to cuddle the dog, but all of the kids are at like the point in their lives where, like, I'm pretty sure if like my little sister really does enjoy, like, she likes pets. She likes pets. She likes animals. And I'm pretty sure, even though she is probably one of the worst kids I have ever met, that if she was given the option to pick out her own pet, with the notion that she needed to like walk the pet and take care of the pet when like the pet was like home, like when she was home, 100% she would take care of that dog or that cat or whatever she got. The issue is that my mom didn't ask any of the kids if they even wanted a second dog. She just got a second dog. And now she's upset because none of the kids want to take care of the second dog. And I'm like, yeah, taking care of a puppy is hard. Like, especially like over hyperactive dogs. Like, it takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of like patience and time. And like, I've been teaching him to walk on a no pull harness, and I've been teaching Bailey to walk because, you know, she is a good dog. Like, she is trained to some degree, but she still pulls at other dogs and people because she wants to like see them. Like, I met this other dog walker today who knew who Bailey was because of their old babysitter that they had, and like, she loved Bailey, but like even then Bailey was like jumping up on her, and this is like a 65-pound dog, like putting their full body weight like onto a person. But yeah, like my mom and her husband don't really walk the dog. Walking the dog is basically bringing them in the backyard to like let them do their business and bringing them back inside. Like, it took me over a week to convince them to that they need to use the harness because they weren't. Like, there was one day where there was one day like 2 days ago I got to the house, and like the harnesses were buried under the like 6 different like leashes that they have. And I was like, you need to use the harness. Like, you can't just walk them with their collars. Like, they do not walk. Like, Bailey, even though she is the better of the two, if you like bring her on an actual walk with her leash on, like, she'll walk. But the issue is that they have her on a choke collar. And choke collars are, in my opinion, if you're having issues with your dog, I think choke collars are probably the best. Not the best, but it is probably one of the like top 2, top 3 things that I would recommend using for your dog. Because I would recommend a choke collar, I would recommend a no pull harness, or I would recommend just a normal harness, depending on what you really need. No pull harnesses stop them from being able to pull. They also can be used as normal harnesses, so usually you can keep using the same harness after you teach them not to pull. The main thing about it is it has a little clasp under their like face, basically in the front of the harness, and how it works is while you're walking them, if they try to like walk away from you and they try to pull you, it'll basically like pull them back into your like direction. So they basically learn to not pull because it'll just turn them around, and then once they learn that, you can put them back on the normal back portion of the harness. A normal harness is just that. It's a normal harness. It'll have a clasp behind, like kind of behind their it'll be between their shoulder bones, basically. And harnesses are the I would recommend a normal harness for most dogs. I would also recommend a normal harness for elderly dogs too, because it's easier on them, because you're not pulling on their neck if they do pull. And then choke collars they're just normal collars. The only difference is they have they have a mechanism very similar to like prong collars, where when the dog starts to pull, it tightens the collar around their neck, and most dogs, when you use that, will like they will back off. The issue with Bailey is she was never taught to walk properly, because they don't bring the dogs out on walks. And the only time I know that my mom and Scott bring Bailey, quote unquote, out for a walk is apparently every now and then on the weekends. They will walk down to the bagel store in the next town over, and they'll get coffee and they'll bring the dog. And that's the extent of what I know of them walking the dog. Other than that, I know that apparently my mom says that her husband walks the dogs more or less for 20 minutes every day before work or something. But the issue is like Baxter is not good on leash and can't really walk with other dogs right now. So if he is bringing both of them out, like nothing's really being done. And there is our first shiny. So that's a little bit of the issue for that. The dogs aren't bad, they're just not trained. And they can be, like, training them isn't gonna be super hard. It's just, the repetition and getting them to also keep doing what I'm doing to train them. Because the biggest issue is that they don't. Yeah, it's a ton. I don't like prong collars. Prong collars work for bigger dogs. They also work for dogs that are trained a bit. The issue with prong collars is they're very effective tools for teaching your dogs not to pull. The issue with prong collars, though, are you cannot pull on the leash ever when a dog has a prong collar, and that's because they need to teach themselves that like them pulling is what's hurting them with a prong collar. And if you, as the walker or the person training them, pulls on the prong collar, that's when they can become dangerous, because you have like you can be the reason why it tightens too much, and you can basically impale your dog in the throat with the collar, because it's just a bunch of metal circular blunt prongs that are supposed to make them feel like. That's why I like the choke collars a little more, because it's the same thing but without the inhumane aspect of the prongs. Because like I met this woman while I was walking the dogs today that's also a dog walker, and she basically told me she can't take new clients. She said that I need to get her number the next time I see her, but she said that, you know, if she'll send anyone who's looking for a dog walker my way, this and the other, yada yada yada. But she uses prong collars, and if you know how to use them, it's completely a-okay, and that's fine. Also, GG Zabor for us getting the electric, I don't know. But the issue with Bailey is, you know, when she was a puppy, you know, that was 3 years ago. My sister was under the age of 10. My mom's husband and his 2 sons moved in. So, you know, my one stepbrother was like a freshman in high school. The other one was like a 4th grader. And like between my sister and my younger stepbrother, they would just like pull the ever living shit out of Bailey while walking her, because they didn't really understand walking her, and she was just on a normal, like, not even a choke collar. She was just on a normal collar. And between them doing that and her pulling, she would pull so much to the point that she would basically start gagging. Wait, did you just start? I have only been live for 26 minutes. So, you know, that happened, and now, like, to her, even, like, the issue is my mom bought her a choke collar when they were on vacation because she thought the collar looked pretty, but she's used to getting choked, so she doesn't care if she chokes herself. So she'll still choke herself to the point of gagging because she's like, that's what I'm used to while walking. It's normal. So I like had them get kinky. She really do be a kinky bitch. But you know, I have her on a harness now. I have Baxter on a harness as well. They're both on no pulls. Bailey, I don't think the no pull would really work for Bailey. I don't like the no pull harness that they got. Because I think there are better ones, but trying to convince them to buy like a $50 no pull harness is not easy. So I had them get the cheapy ones because, like, Bailey definitely has, I'm pretty sure, like a chicken allergy. And they're feeding her a food that like has chicken and chicken liver in it, and she has this issue where, you know, she'll start to like poop, and then she sits there for like 4 minutes trying to like get the little like bit of like whatever is left in her, and it's like her stool's always soft. It's always like not what it should be. And for the past week I've been like, for the past 2 weeks I've been like, you need to get the dog's pumpkin, or you need to bring them to the vet, because like this, your dog is not like your dog shouldn't be doing this. And between my mom, my stepbrother, and my stepdad, I guess, in a sense, all 3 of them can drive. And it's been over 2 weeks and no one has gone to go get pumpkin. To the point where we literally went to the store and got training treats, because at first they were like, oh, we just give the other dog we just give the one dog the other dog's treats, dog food, and we've been using that as treats and they love it and the vet said it's fine and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, reward your dog for being good. Don't reward it by just giving it the other dog's food because you're a cheap ass bitch. Mind you, the one dog is on like a 50-pound bag of food is like $90 something. And I know our dog, if we did put him on dry food, would eat that food, but God forbid I'm not spending $90 on a 50-pound bag of dog food. Are you kidding me? 60 is where I'll spend for a 50-pound bag, because that's like the average of most, around like 45 to 60. The only thing is, like, don't feed your dog Iams or Purina. Same with your cats. Like, that's basically just McDonald's, but for pets. So those are like the only times I'd be like, don't feed that to your dog. There's also a lot of like even like Blue Buffalo. Like, it's not the greatest brand, but I would rather people feed their animals that than Iams or Purina, because it's not a good brand. Merrick I would probably recommend like Merrick or Natural Balance or Natural Variety. think Natural Variety won. Definitely Natural Balance and definitely Merrick. Especially because both of those brands have a they both have lines that are single protein lines, and how those lines work are the formulas are exactly identical. The only difference is the protein in it. So you can kind of mix and match foods for your dog through the line without needing to do a switch diet, basically. And because you're doing that, you can just swap between the proteins whenever you want without your dog's stomach getting upset. Because when you feed an animal the same food for a very, very, very long time, if you swap them to a different food, there is a good chance that they will have an upset tummy from it. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to buy like the new food before you run out of the old food. And it's supposed to be like the first 2 days you're supposed to feed them 25% of the new food, 75% of the old food. Then you swap 50-50, 75-25, and then by like the 7th day, you can swap them fully onto the new food. And that's how you do a switch diet, basically. Well, it's not called a switch diet. I'm blanking on the name, but that's what I'm calling it right now. It's Boo. It's a Boo as well. Hello. How are you? But yeah, like Merrick or Natural Balance, I think are some of the better ones. They're more holistic. They both have single Merrick has both. I think Natural Balance only has the single proteins. I think they have one or two that isn't single, but most of theirs I believe are single protein. So I still need to give my mom's I need to give Scott the information for the Natural Balance, because he doesn't want to spend the $90 that they're spending on the dog food right now. My internet is doing a crazy. I'm so sorry, Sam, that your internet is doing a crazy. I hope you can fix it soon. But yeah, other than that, it's like I need to go there. Not tomorrow. I probably will. The thing that sucks is I probably will go to the fucking house tomorrow and walk the dogs. I'm probably not going to do an hour walk. An hour walk for each of them. I'm probably going to tell her that I'm only going to go for an hour. I might ask to go for an hour and get paid still the same amount for 2 hours. And if she says anything, I'm literally going to be like, it's the weekend and I have plans and I'm doing this for you. And if she says anything, I'll just be like, you can have one of the kids stay home or have them rotate who's home, because I already know for a fact you guys aren't going to be here, so your puppy's going to be in his crate all day. Like, they have a 6-month-old puppy that basically spends the majority of his time in a crate, because when the kids are home, they literally do not take the dog out of the crate. It is also snowing. Ooh, I'm kind of jelly, but also, like, I don't want that coming this way, so keep that shit with you, Sam. But yeah, Baxter's a good boy. I think with the right training, he'll be a really good dog. It's just a shame. Like, on a side note too, it's like me, my dad, my grandmother, my grandfather, and Mike, and I haven't even asked other people, but all of us are just like, I don't understand why they got a second dog. Like, my dad, my sister has been homesick the past 2 days. She's been homesick, so, you know, she's an 8th grader that's homesick because she quote unquote feels like she's nauseous. So she's been staying in her bed all day sleeping. Yeah, so she's been home all day for the past 2 days, and the puppy is still being forced to stay in his crate all day because she's sick, so she can't interact with the dog at all. Which is like, okay, I mean, I don't really agree with that, but like, that's fine. Besides that, the past 2 days that I've walked the dogs, my older stepbrother has come home, and he also is not taking the dog out of the crate. So the dog's literally just being like, this is a 6-month-old puppy that's in his prime to be like that. Like, he wants interactions. He wants to, like, this is the prime of him needing to be socialized with other dogs. He needs to, like, interact, you know, this, that, and the other. And they're literally keeping him in a crate for like 8 hours a day. On the side note, my mom and I definitely said this, but my mom and my fiance, for anyone, my fiance, God, my mom and my stepdad. Is he even my stepdad? Not really. Kinda.
No, yes.
Kinda.
That's what that
He's Scott. Linda and Scott literally live less than 5 minutes away from their house, and neither of them, and they both own their own businesses. I would like to also preface this. They both own their own businesses. They work less than 5 minutes away from the house, and neither of them go back home to check on the dogs and walk them during the day. That's literally the reason why I'm going there for 2 hours a day to walk them, and I would love to be able to just walk them 1 hour, but I can't because the puppy is so bad on leash that they need to be walked individually. And I know for a fact that no one else is walking the puppy by himself, which is like what needs to be done because it's a puppy. But I mean, hey, $40 is $40 for the 2 hours, so I'm not going to complain. And once I start getting actual clients, I'm going to drop my mom like a fly. Because then I don't have to deal with her dogs that aren't trained. The worst part about it, too, is like I'm basically training the dog, and I'll get a really nice hour with him, training him to, like, you know, listen to certain commands, this, that, or the other. And then I know for a fact I leave, and none of the commands that I tell my mom that, like, everyone needs to do, like, is still there. Does anyone have a shiny Riolu for trade offering shiny Sableye? I do not, unfortunately. I am so sorry. I don't know if anyone else here does either. Robert. If you're enjoying this dog rant, please consider subscribing to Frozen Blossom's channel. You can have more of this for just yeah, I could rant about dogs all day. I could talk about dogs all day because that's literally what I did for like 4 years of my life, was recommend dog food to people. I'm not gonna lie, I miss the like 80-year-old women who would come in and just talk to me for like an hour and a half, and I would get to just walk up and down the aisles with them explaining dog food and why they should or shouldn't put their dog on it. Rest in peace, Pet Value. I'm pretty sure you still exist in Canada, but you don't exist in here anymore. But yeah, Robert, I do not, unfortunately. I don't know if any of the other shiny hunters that are in chat do or don't have a shiny Riolu or a spare right now. Because I've been pretty determined to try to get my 3-segment Dudunsparce for the past, like 3 days. I'm like so ready to like vibe out and just find some Paradox Pokemon tonight while I'm playing D&D. Like, I can't wait. I'm so pumped for it. Did you put the rice in the fridge?
I spread it out on the sheet.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. See, look, we made dinner together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm saddened for the dog, but hopefully one day over the rainbow, you know, they'll find. I thought the stupid deer was a shiny one, and I was like, oh my gosh. But no, I think this is the most, besides the sandwich where we got 0, I think this is the saddest Dudunsparce sandwich. I'm also saddened because I don't know why in my brain I thought I'd have more time for this hunt during this stream. But I hope you know, once the time rolls over and I don't have this hunt anymore, we're going to go, excuse me, we're going to hunt for something else, because I'm not going to spend 45 minutes here re-rolling hunts to find a hunt to only do like 1 sandwich on it, because I did that once, and now that I know how long it takes Dunsparce to come, I'm like, God, if we're hunting for it, even if I find it after the first one, like, that needs to be the whole stream. I don't even feel like Dunsparce and Dudunsparce is really like that highly sought after of a Pokemon. Like, I'm pretty sure the Dunsparce is pretty decent, in raids. I don't remember. I know that he's like a pretty decent support Pokemon. But I don't know how decent of a support Pokemon he is. So, ooh, there was a Manectric, and I literally didn't pay attention to it. Rest in peace, Manectric. But yeah, I don't know, because we have what, like less than an hour. We get like 1.5 sandwiches. Damn. And I could keep doing this in Area 0, but we all know what happened the last time I did that. Well, we don't. I know what happened the last time. I literally let it kill itself. And then I was confused why it died, and then I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. So the first Dudunsparce of this hunt murdered itself, and we'll never know if it was a shiny or not. But 'tis just a flesh wound. It's not like we're saving in front of any of these shinies. It's not like... Although, how funny would it be if I only find one with the sandwich, and that's my 3 segment, and I'm just like, okay, well, we're done. 3 segment caught. GG, well played. Like, tis the best of both worlds. But yes, Robert, I do hope that you can find your shiny Riolu on your endeavor. I know they are. Also, they literally were asking to get a shiny Riolu for a Sableye, and Sableye is super easy to get. So it's like not a fair trade. Oh yeah, they came in, and the second I told them no, they left. Like, if you're looking to trade shinies and stuff, either A, go to a Discord, and also B, it's not hard to get shinies in this game. Sorry, I don't think it is. It's also pretty easy to like force, it's pretty easy to force outbreak. Well, it's not easy. It can take a while, but you can basically guarantee yourself to force an encounter, like an outbreak to show up, depending on where you are in the world. Like, did it take over 200 encounters to get this? Yeah, but I got it. And if you have like a YouTube video up or something in the background while you're resetting to get the encounter to come up, it's not that bad, honestly. This one just sucked because, like, I was trying to reset for stream, and I was also trying to have my hair dry so I could take a photo for Instagram. So I didn't have my headphones on, and I was just kind of like hoping I would have it show up. And God, it was like 30 minutes of me just sitting here in silence without my headphones on going, this is awful. Like, I was chatting with Mike, but half the time I was like, it won't show up. I've been through 3 hours of resets. And then it took like 15 minutes for it to go through all of the, like, outbreaks have despawned. New outbreaks have spawned. Outbreaks have despawned. New outbreaks have spawned. And I'm like, oh my God. We have 2 minutes left. Honestly, I might just look at this one and reset. I would like one more. This is going to be the saddest one, but I would like one more. Am I going to find one more? No, I'm not, but we can pretend. We can pretend like one is here. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. There's a pink da da Dudunsparce, I need to sneeze. Oh, bye. Oh no, I should get some water. You should get some water. Excuse me. It's so tight. No one said God bless you. My soul's gonna. Well, I don't have a soul, so it's fine. That escaped a long time. That's why I'm gay, because someone didn't say Gesundheit to me once when I sneezed, and the gay came out. No, sorry, the straight left my body. All that was left was the gay. That's why whenever people sneeze, I don't say Gesundheit to them, because I'm just trying to make the rest of the world gay like me. You know, you don't get one Gesundheit one time, and instead of your soul leaving, you become the big old gay. That's how it works. I'm gonna ride away, because the sandwich is almost up. We have what, like 2 minutes? Yeah, it's gone. Box. It's level 28. Nope. Bag. So it's level 28, so we need to use 2. This is going to be 25, and this is at 4620. Ooh. Is it gonna be my shiny? Is it gonna be my shiny? No, it's not. Goodbye. Well, we'll do this for like half the stream, I guess. I really did think I had more time than an hour and a half for this. But it's fine. We're cool. It's fine. We're chilling. It's everything and then some. Okay, so we're going to make another sandwich. And the reason why I have those 4 is because after stream yesterday, instead of using sandwiches, I just kind of like allowed myself to, you know, exist. Oh, yeah, I don't know who you are, boy. Wait, I just want to double check. They're all Dudunsparces, right? Yeah. Okay, so we did do the thing correct. The thing is correct. We can picnic now. So we're going to get this sandwich and one more after it, basically. I'm so good at making sandwiches, though. Like, isn't it crazy how we finish each other's sandwiches? I think it's funny, too, how there's literally a Frozen 2 and I've never watched it. Was it even good? On a scale of 1 to awful, how bad was it? How okay was it as a show? I feel like I should watch it because the character with my name more or less is in it. So on that notion, I feel like I should. But besides that, I'm like, meh. So my mom's reasoning for why I need to walk the dogs for them is because my mom is gonna be at a soccer tournament with my dad and my sister, which, like, okay, fine, that makes sense. My stepdad is going to be at my sister's fiance's bachelor party that I'm not going to because, let's be real, I don't want to go to a fucking straight man's bachelor party with a bunch of people I don't know. So that's fine. And then she basically was like, I can't trust your stepbrothers to watch the dog. And I'm like, and then she was like, and the older stepbrother's working. And I'm like, what? So a 17-year-old and a 12-year-old are basically going to be at the house by themselves this weekend. And I'm like, you would have never, like, I was never allowed to be at the house alone. I was always seen as the problem child growing up, so I was never allowed to be at the house alone. And now I'm basically the favorite because my sister Nicole is literally a shit show, and my sister Lily doesn't get punished for anything that she does, so she's just a terrible person. And on God, I don't care. I'll say it to their faces. But yeah, like, the two of them just are, like, not the greatest. And, like, even today, like, I'm trying to schedule getting my hair done for her wedding with my friend T. And I asked T about the 2 days that I asked about, because she literally gave me her whole schedule and was like, figure it out for me. I don't want an adult right now. And I was like, no, I understand. Like she just finished like a bunch of like she works in the film industry, so she finished a lot of projects. Sam, I would say it depends on the day for you, but you're more so a shit show like me, where you're just a scatterbrain. Exhibit A last night for me. But no, I don't. You're not a shit show as in, like, you're an awful person. Like, my little sister Lily, like, if you get her when she'll, like, listen and behave, she's not that bad of a person. The issue is that there is no repercussion to anything that she does, so she basically gets to just treat everyone like actual like pieces of shit. Like, my whole family is, like, super shitty to like the food industry, like waiters and waitresses and stuff. Like, they don't care if a restaurant's super busy and it looks like they're understaffed. Like, if the food doesn't come when they feel like it should come, or if they feel like, you know, the service wasn't up to par, they literally just like don't, like, they're so bad to them. And then obviously it reflects on like the kids, because the kids watch the parents. But yeah, like, I'm trying to schedule my, like, hair with my friend T, so I'm going to have to text her later today, because I never heard back from her. And if those days don't work, I'll just pick different ones, because it doesn't really matter for me. But the thing is that I don't plan to cut my hair besides getting rid of my dead ends, and I don't plan to not have colored hair, because I enjoy having colored hair. And I'm sorry, but I don't understand why, like, it's 2023. I don't understand why having colored hair doesn't mean that I can't be professional and know what I'm doing in an industry just because I want to change my physical appearance. It's the same shit with, like, you know, if you have tattoos, you don't know what you're doing. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's a piece of artwork. But with my sister, at her engagement party, we agreed that I would do silver and pink. She wanted silver and pink. There's a far-fetched for anyone who wants to catch it. But we agreed on silver and pink. She kept trying to convince me to do one color or the other, and then she kept being like, or can you just do brown for me because it's my wedding day? And it's like, I will style my hair how you want me to style it. I will not dye my hair a specific color for you, and I will not cut my hair a specific way for you. Sorry, but her reasoning is she's afraid that my colored hair is going to take away from everyone looking at her and her wedding dress, and they're going to look at me because of my colored hair. And I'm basically at the notion where I'm like, okay, Nicole, either A, buy a prettier dress because you're so afraid that my colored hair is going to outshine your wedding dress, or get some confidence, because it's really not my fault that you're so self-conceited that you think that me having colored hair is going to take away from everyone who you invited to your wedding looking at you and not me. But whatever, it's fine. I don't care, whatever. But I know that since then I want to say that her accent color was swapped from pink to like a burgundy or a red, like a dark red or something. I don't remember. All I know is I'm pretty sure the accent color isn't pink anymore. And originally I was going to do pink because I was going to basically try to get my hair close enough color to the accent to be, in form with the wedding. Well, I don't care to put blue in my hair, knowing that blue is one of the hardest colors to get out of your hair. Although my hair is like pretty faded right now, so I don't think it would be super hard to get the blue out. Like, I probably need to do a bleach, and even then though, like, the reason why we did the blue on the one side is because to do silver, hey, there's the first one. To do silver, it is actually encouraged to have blue as an undertone because it helps pop the silver more. So that's why I have blue on this side. So this side will be silver, and then the rainbow that's below it will probably get bleached, and then that will get the pink. So I'll have predominantly silver with like the undertones of pink. And then even though my hair is super long, I still plan to put it up in a bun, because I think putting it in a bun and doing this just looks better. I don't think it looks better in the sense because I have a bunch of different hairstyles I can do, but I think it looks better in the sense of the wedding. Like, if her issue is, she's afraid that my hair is going to outshine her. Well, if I put it up in a bun and you can't really see it, there's no way for me to outshine you, right? Like I have the bun up. That was actually really fast. That was in 8 minutes and we got 22 left. But so I'm still going to do pink and gray, and I need to text my sister tonight as well, because I still want to give her the courtesy of having her be able to send me a pink swatch of the color pink that she would like my hair for us to try to get my hair to. But my fear about texting her is that she's going to probably be disrespectful. She's going to probably tell me that I need to apologize to her for calling her a narcissist. Which, for anyone who's met my sister, she kind of is one. Rest in peace to anyone who played Jackbox with us that one time, where she very clearly showed that she doesn't give a shit about anyone but herself. Oh, hey, wow. A second one already. Which is just, it is what it is. I can't control her as a person. My mom raised her by letting her do whatever she wanted. So she's just like a meh person, but it's whatever. My fear is when I text her is that she is going to tell me. My fear is I'm going to text her and she's going to tell me, that she doesn't want me to have colored hair for her wedding, that she wants me to go just natural brown for it because that's the respectful thing to do, and this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. And, like, the issue with it is that my mom and my sister are both in the notion that, like, if I was a bridesmaid and Nicole had specific requests for me, like, I would have to do those specific requests to my hair for her wedding day. And I'm like, yeah, but that only constitutes on the way that she wants the hair to be done for the bridesmaids. Like, just because she's getting married does not mean that she has the right to tell people how to color their hair. Like, yeah, she can ask, and if they want to do it, that's all fine and dandy. But it's like, and like, as of right now, like, my friend T is my best friend, so usually she doesn't charge me to do my hair. So I only ask her to do it every like 4 to 6 months, or whenever I'm doing something really big, because like I'll just buy box dye and put it over. I don't really care that much. Because I don't have the money to realistically pay her. I could probably go on like an IOU or a payment plan with her, and she'd probably be more than okay with doing that with me. I mean, the respectful thing should have been your mom shallowing instead of having your sister. What do you mean by shallowing? I don't know. Oh, swallowing instead. That's not how babies work, Sam. Wait, you mean the women have to... Wait, the girl swallows the cum and that's how they have a baby? I'm fucking crying. You're literally telling me that my mom should have aborted my sister. Which is funny that you said that, because I literally told my grandmother yesterday. I was like, I love Lily and I'm grateful that she's my sister, but I was like, between you and me, I don't understand why they had her, because they had my youngest sister 16 years after me, and like my mom is very much so at the point of her life where she like doesn't want to be a parent anymore. Like, she wants to live her life finally. Like, she's done with the parent age, and that's why I think she lets Lily just do whatever she wants without a care in the world. But yeah, like, my fear is that I'm going to text my sister asking about it, and she's going to tell me, she's going to tell me she doesn't want me to do pink. She's going to tell me she wants me to do red. I'm going to tell her that that wasn't what we agreed upon originally. She's going to tell me X, Y, and Z. She's going to tell me how she wants it to be just brown. She wants it to be my natural color, and because it's her wedding, that's the respectful thing to do. She basically tried to tell me that, I need to do what she wants me to do for her wedding, and then she was like, and then I'll get rainbow hair or whatever for your wedding. And I'm like, I don't want you to have rainbow hair for my wedding, Nicole. Like, Mike and I have basically gone to the point where if my sister forces me to get my hair done a specific way for this wedding, that we're going to have the two of them sign a contract that states that when I get married, that I get to tell them how to do their hair. And we basically decided that Nicole is going to get a super, super, super tight perm, and my mom is going to have pin straight hair, which is basically the polar opposites of how they... Well, my mom doesn't have like a super curly hair, but she does like blow her hair out every day. Like, it's very curly. And we've basically decided that we're like, yeah, you're going to have complete opposite hair of what like you normally have. And that just is what it's going to be. And if they get upset, they get upset. But, that's on them. how she thinks she's invited to the I mean, she would be. She is still my sister, although I don't really want to invite her. I would have to. Like, I don't know why I'm a part of, like, I'm only a part of the wedding for her wedding because she wants me to be a part of it or some shit. I honestly feel like I'm a part of the wedding party because my sister had too many bridesmaids and Spencer didn't have anyone else to ask as a groomsman. So Nicole was like, just take Kristoff. And, like, I was never really asked if I wanted to be a part of the party or not. I was basically just told that I had to be a part of it. And when I was told that I couldn't have colored hair, I said that I politely just won't be a part of the wedding party then because I don't need to be, and it's completely okay and fine. And I was basically told that if I did that and I wasn't a part of the wedding party, that I'd be ruining her wedding day. And we would never have a good relationship. And this is where I'm like, and you think you're not a narcissist? What? So if I have to have non-colored hair to be a part of the wedding party, but if I don't want to be a part of the wedding party because I don't want to do that, it's my fault that we won't have a good friend. Token LGBTQ plus member to prove that she's not a horrible. I really am. It's okay. She over Christmas she literally was using he him pronouns for me, and when I told her that I spell checked her and was like they them please, I was like they, and I rewrote whatever she wrote in text to like use the correct pronouns, and I was like there, fixed it, and she basically was like I'll start using the correct pronouns when you apologize to me, and I was like you don't get to be homophobic to me because I'm not gonna apologize to you. But it's fine because if I tell her she's homophobic, she's very defensive about it. But you know, if Montero by Lil Nas or whatever it's called plays in her car and you want to listen to it, you don't get to because of the imagery of the devil in it. So you know that song's not allowed to be played in the car. She also was never super Christian or Catholic. I was more so the one because I actually liked going to youth group, but now she's like more or less she acts as if she's like a born-again Christian. It's really fucking weird. I don't know, it's just weird. But I am kind of convinced that, well, it's okay, because during their engagement party, normally the whole wedding party would, like, sit together. Me and my cousin were not allowed to sit at the wedding party table because they decided that instead of me and my cousin Jessica, who are both a part of the wedding party, instead of us sitting at the wedding party table and, like, getting to know the, like, other people who are also in the wedding party, we were told we had to sit with the cousins. We basically, like, the two of us and Mike's 43. Jessica's like 24 or something, and I'm 28 now, but I was 27 at the time. We all had to sit at literally the children's table. We sat with like my little sister Lily, my stepbrother Jason, and they're like in middle school. I have yet to have any form of a conversation with anyone that's a part of the bachelor side of the party. I'm literally not going to the bachelor party because I don't have the money to go. So I don't even get to meet any of them. And like the rooms alone for the bachelor party for the weekend was like $500 more or less. And that's not even including the fact that they're going to like 2 really nice steak houses that like 109. So oh my god, you mean Jessica? Yeah, I know. My cousin's name is Jessica. That is true. That is an actual factual thing. But yeah, it's like weird. Like they during the engagement party, like they put the people who were a part of the wedding party who brought their significant others who were invited to the engagement party, those people got to sit at the engagement party table, and that's why we didn't get to sit with them, because they were like, my mom. I asked my mom about it, and she was like, well, we didn't want their partners to feel awkward, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, but that's whatever. It's very clear that like Jessica and I are only a part of the like wedding party because Nicole wants us to be a part of it. I'm more shocked you are going because of all the chaos. Look, I didn't want to go to my aunt's wedding, and I was forced to go to it, and now I'm literally in the same position where like I really don't want to go to my sister's wedding, but if I don't go, I'm just a piece of shit apparently. Even though my sister just treats everyone like fucking garbage. And then like I'm in this whole era. I've basically started the era of the thing that everyone says that happens when you finally like hit your 30s, which is basically like you hit your 30s, like you hit 30 and you like something switches in your brain, and you basically like don't give a fuck apparently about anything that anyone says about you, about how you dress, about how you act. Like you just don't give a fuck what anyone says about you. And it's basically like people say that your 30s are when like you truly like figure out who you are, like you become yourself, like you truly just don't give a shit about anything that anyone has to say to you anymore. And I kind of feel like when I finally decided to be like use they them pronouns, and I started being non-binary and this, that, and the other, like that's when I think my era kind of started, like towards the end of my like 27, 28, because like I go everywhere with my fucking purse now. Like I'm still growing out my hair. Sorry, Mike, I know you want me to cut it, but that ain't happening anytime soon. Like I really just like don't give a shit. Like I wear what I want, I say what I want, like sorry. But my whole life was basically, you know, I just gave my sister full control and my mom full control of like how I acted and like felt around them. I'm literally doing Dua Lipa right now. That's 100% true. But like how it was is, you know, like my whole childhood was, you know, I was the firstborn. They had my sister like a year and a half after me. When we started growing up, my sister didn't really want me to like play with her and this, that, and the other. So I was always the one getting in trouble because I would like go to like try to like, you know, have a relationship with her, and she wouldn't want me, you know, hanging out with her and her friends or playing with her Barbies. So she would make up some lie or whatnot that I was doing something to her, and then my mom would come down being all upset about it, and I'd be like, I didn't do that. But my mom never believed me. She always believed Nicole, so I would always be in trouble. You know, even when Nicole did get in trouble, it's the same thing like how she treats Lily now. So, you know, she never got in trouble, and if she did, you know, it was like, oh, go to your room for 2 hours. But my punishments would be like, oh, you lose your phone for a week and you can't hang out with your friends. Which just is like whatever. And I basically just, you know, like I let my sister and my mom basically just have like full control over my life. You know, so eventually it just became like a yes. Like I would just, you know, I was saying, you know, yes and no to like things even if I didn't really like agree with them, just so that like fights didn't start. And now like with Nicole, I'm like, I don't give a shit. I don't, sorry. Like, you want to treat me really poorly? Like, okay, I'm not going to sit back and just take it anymore. And, like, my sister's big thing is she's like, no one ever taught you that ignoring people and not talking to them is the appropriate thing, because you're supposed to, like, talk with people and make up and this, that, and the other and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yes, but no one also told you that you're supposed to demand an apology. Like, the reason why I haven't apologized for calling my sister a narcissist is, one, I still fully believe that she is a narcissist because she is one. But the last, like, when we were getting to a point where she might have got an apology from me, she decided to demand an apology from me with my mom. Like, the two of them literally cornered me on Christmas. This was on Christmas. They cornered me on the couch on Christmas and told me that it's been enough time and I should apologize to her. And I basically was like, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. Which then became a huge fight, a huge ordeal. I got yelled at. I like got cursed out for it because I wouldn't apologize, this, that, and the other. And basically they were like, why won't you apologize to her? And I was like, honestly, because the apology that she gave to Mike and I when she broke into our apartment, even though she has apologized 2/3 times, all feel super ungenuine. Like, she's not apologizing for what she did. She doesn't even really understand why it was wrong what she did. She's just apologizing that it upset us so that we can have, quote unquote, the apology. Like, when I apologize to someone, like, I mean the apology. Like, the apology is heartfelt. Like, I do mean the apology, and I don't want to feel rushed to have to apologize to her over something I don't believe and that she's still doing. And my mom basically, like, was like, okay, fine, whatever. And then my mom and my sister, like, left the room but were in the kitchen so I could still hear them. And my sister basically was like, I've been nice to him the past 3 family gatherings. I don't understand why. Mind you, she's using he, him pronouns. Like, this is literally, I'm saying word for word what she said. Otherwise, I'd be using they, them. Like, I don't understand why he won't apologize, blah, 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 blah. And, like, I'm in the other room hearing this, and I'm like, oh, so you've been nice to me to get this. Like, basically what I heard was, oh, the only reason why you're being nice to me is because you want the apology. Regardless of if that is true or not, because of how she worded it, I was like, that's the takeaway that I got. So, like, I'm sorry I upset you, but I still believe it. And, like, this is an ongoing thing. Like, my grandfather might be very sick. And because of the family telling me that I can't really talk about it, that is the extent of what I can give to you guys. Because, like, I'm the only child in the family that knows what's going on with my grandfather, because I'm 28. Like, I've lived on my own since I graduated school. Like, Mike and I are more or less, like, self-sufficient. Like, my mom does help me with, you know, like, she pays my phone bill because I'm still on her family plan, and she helps me with therapy. But that's really about it at this point. But I'm like, I would like to know, like, I don't like being told, you know, like, oh, this is what we're doing for, like, family gatherings, and, like, you have to come. Like, I basically tell them, like, you need to ask me. Like, you can't just assume I'm gonna be there. And, like, my mom texted me on Sunday, like, at 9 in the morning, was like, hey, nothing urgent, just call me when you can. And then 3 hours later, she called me, and I was, like, still asleep. Like, she woke me up. I picked up the phone and was like, how can I help you? And she was like, oh, this, that, blah, 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 with, like, my grandfather. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you for telling me. And then that was the first, like, 3 minutes of the conversation. The next, like, half hour of the conversation before I hung up the phone on her was basically her yelling at me about how I'm being selfish and I need to apologize to Nicole because I was hurtful and rude to her by calling her a narcissist. And I basically looked at her and said, but she is one. Well, I didn't look at her, but over the phone I was like, she's a narcissist, so I'm not going to apologize for that. Sorry. Like, that's not on me. I was like, I will apologize to her when I'm ready to apologize to her, but like, I basically was like, you need to stop getting in between me and Nicole because I don't need you as a middleman. I don't need you to defend me when she talks about me. Like, you can let her have her own image of what I am and what I look like and this, that, and the other in the situation. Like, that's fine. I don't really care. Like, and I don't want, like, my mom is under a lot of stress because she obviously wants us not fighting. And, like, for me, I'm basically like, I'll apologize when I'm ready, but, like, if it really bothers her so much that I'm not apologizing, like, maybe she should get to the root of it. And, like, besides this issue, like, my whole family thinks that she needs to go to therapy because she really should be in therapy. I am going to my sister's old therapist in high school, and, like, in the extent of this, like, my sister has not gone to this therapist in, like, 5 years or some shit. It's been a while. And I was in a really dark place, so my mom was like, do you want to go see yada yada yada? And I was like, yeah, sure, like that's fine, that's okay. My sister is mad at my mom that she gave her old therapist to me because she's like, well, I was debating going back to Leah because I think I need to go to therapy now, this, then, and the other. Like, I have literally never heard Nicole talk about needing to go to therapy or wanting to go to therapy or anything under this. But I think she's just annoyed that I'm going to her old therapist because it's something that she can't have that I have now. Because even though she used to be Nicole's therapist, she literally was like, if your sister did want to come back to me, you are my patient now, so I would ask you if you felt okay with her also coming or not. And if you said no, then I wouldn't see her. And my main thing was I didn't want to go to someone that anyone else in my family, even my stepbrothers, were going to. So, like, yeah, Nicole's kind of barred from going back to her therapist, but, like, sorry, I've been going for 3 months, and then after 3 months you complain about how you wanted to go back to her and how it's not fair. Like, you're the one who took yourself off medication because you thought you didn't need it. You're the one my sister, when I was in college, her ex went to my school. Like, he went to my school. He was a year below me, but he went to my school. My sister didn't come down to my school to visit me. She came down to my school to visit him. I knew she was there visiting him. I said hi to the two of them. I saw the two of them. But I never really hung out with her ex. He was kind of the typical, my dad is a big shot at Amazon, not Amazon, it was eBay. Like, he owned like a fairly decent stake of like eBay, I think, or something. So he came from money. This dude totaled like 3 cars, but was always given a brand new car after he totaled the last car. Like, after he totaled his 3 cars and was given a 4th car, like, the amount of money for the totaled cars, and they were brand new cars, was like 350, 400 grand easily between all of them total for like how much money the cars cost. Like, dude didn't have a care in the world. So, like, I was like, whatever, you can go have fun with him, like, just be safe, blah 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 blah. I'm like playing D&D with my friends, like with my roommates or something. Like, 2 of my roommates lived around there, but they grew up. Did I already change this number? I think I did. It's the 2 segment anyways, because this is gonna be 3. We started at 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 20. So it should be 20. Yeah. So I did it. So I'm playing D&D, having a good time with my roommates, this, that, or the other. I get a phone call at 1 in the morning to come get my sister from his room because she's literally so fucking shit-faced that she is suicidal. Like, she is trying to unalive herself with her medication. So I call my mom, and I'm like, hey, Nicole's here. This is what's happening. I don't feel comfortable with this. Yeah, it's fine. That's welcome to my life. But also, no one's talking about anything else, so I'm just trying to fill the space. My life is your life. It really is. So I, like, bring her to my room. I'm like, you can't go back to his place. And then she eventually at, like, 6 in the morning goes back to his place when she sobers up. And then, like, at this point, like, my mom, my grandmother, and my grandfather all drove down to come get her to bring her back to her school. And we go to his, like... I don't have enough time, so I'm gonna change the title and we're gonna do something else. Cause I'm not wasting my time to get like 3 minutes out of the hunt. But yeah, she like we went to like his room to go get her, and she like came out, as if like nothing happened and everything was super like perfect, shiny, past paradox hunt is what we're going to do now. And we're going to swap to, I'm going to do that because if I do it this way, then I don't have to deal with, because I'm going to do this for a second. Sorry. I'm changing the game because we're going to do past forms. But yeah, like they came out of his room, you know, like my grandmother said that the two of them, and I fully agree with her, but she was like, the two of them walked out of that room as if like this was the last day of their honeymoon and everything was going super great, blah, 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 X, Y, and Z, yada, yada, yada. Like, and then my sister tried to act as if nothing ever happened, and my mom was like, get in the fucking car. Because her school is like an hour and a half away from where I live as a kid. My school was 4 hours. And they had to drive down and drive her back up in the same day. I'm so glad that you trimmed your beard, Sam. So, like, long story short, TLDR, my sister's been a shit so long. And I'm supposed to ask her, I'm going to ask her what shade she wants the pink to be. And she's going to tell me red. And I'm basically going to be like, I'm not doing red. Like, I don't care if I have blue hair, but, like, the two, like, I don't want to do green because I don't like green, and green is kind of hard to get out. I really don't like black. I don't want to do black because that's basically, like, you're setting yourself up for your hair to always be black, and red is also very hard to get out. Blue, black, and red are, like, the 3 hardest colors to get out of your hair. Oh my god, I feel that. Yeah, people are fucking insane. Like, my family, I wouldn't say is necessarily that bad, but we definitely are convinced that, like... Ooh, which past form do we want to go for? Like, oh, I should also turn this off, right? Oops. Cancel. Didn't mean to do that. I need to turn these off, though. Now it's normal everyday stuff. Yeah, my sister's not that insane. She's just entitled and spoiled, and me and Mike are both convinced that, like, another girl just needs to show her fiance just a little bit of care, and he'll probably leave her for the other girl because she's like a bitch to him. And then my little sister, we're convinced if anyone in my family was going to do jail time, it will be her because she's so awful. And then my family's like, why do you say that about your sisters? And I'm like, because they're terrible people. But it's fine. I think I'm gonna do... Which one can I do? I was looking for Great Tusk last time, so I think we'll do Great Tusk again. I think it was the fighting sandwich I was making. The sandwich was rice, right? I think it was 6 rice. No, it was not mayonnaise. It was 6 rice, a marmalade, and like 2 salts, I think. God, I'm so bad at remembering these sandwiches. I don't have Herba Mystica on this account, by the way, so we're doing level 2 sandwiches. No, it was marmalade and 2 salt. I was correct. I was correct at least. I like my mom. I just don't like my sisters. That's a lie. I like my sisters when they're not awful, which is rare. The The issue with Lily is my mom and dad are both at a point in their life like my dad lives on his own. I don't think he's ever going to remarry. I don't think he wants to find anyone else. Like my mom has remarried and like but is at the point in her life where she doesn't want to have like the responsibilities of an adult anymore. No, it's fine. So the thing that's funny about it is my sister Nicole and her fiance are both like alcoholics. Like there's no way about it. The two of them are like hardcore alcoholics. And the thing about it is that like my mom is convinced that she's not an alcoholic because how don't say my daughter is an alcoholic. She's not an alcoholic. The issue is my dad was an alcoholic. To the point where he literally got cancer because of how much he drank. So he doesn't drink anymore. My grandmother is still like, he's an alcoholic because once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. And I'm like, no, not necessarily. Like I do really feel if you can stop being an alcoholic and you don't drink, like you are a recovered alcoholic. You aren't one anymore. So my sister is literally an alcoholic. Like her and her fiance drink all the time. They're literally their best friend in the area is their bartender who works part-time at the wine bar that they go to the point where they literally invited him to Christmas Eve dinner. Their bartender. Their bartender who no one else in the family ever met came to Christmas dinner. Not Christmas Eve, sorry. Christmas Day dinner. This dude was at our house. Mind you, we're an Italian family for the most part. So Christmas Eve is, quote unquote, the bigger of the two holidays. But yeah, nonetheless. So that happened. So they drink all the time. When they go out, my sister basically has like 3 drinks at least. Like she has usually 3 drinks at any social gathering that we're at. So like when we went to see Beetlejuice in the city, she literally had 3. She only had 3 drinks, and I was honestly shocked she didn't have another one because she had 3 drinks before our food even arrived. Think about that. We're at a steakhouse and she had 3 like margaritas / like martinis before food arrived. So that's that. Then on Thanksgiving, she drank so much that she was in a good mood that she drank so much that she was making one of the drinks that's supposed to be one of the specialty drinks for her wedding. And she like made the drink and then she handed it to me and she was like, oh yeah, like tell me what you think about it. And I took one sip and I was like, is there anything else but vodka in here? And she's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, she's like, yeah, there's the pink lemonade and this, that, and the other. And I was like, Nicole, it literally tastes like pure vodka. I was like, I don't believe that you put anything else in here besides vodka and literally a splash of pink lemonade mix just to make it look pink. Like it does not taste like, it tastes like vodka. So, yeah, and that's why, because the outbreaks were going to disappear super soon, and I just didn't want to deal with it. So that happened. And then, so my mom's convinced Nicole isn't an alcoholic. The thing that's sad about it is that, like, my mom is also an alcoholic, but denies it because she's like, I don't drink that much, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure my mom has at least 1, if not 2 glasses of wine every night. She always gets drunk at every social gathering. She doesn't drive because she makes Scott drive. The issue with my sister's fiance is that he also will have, like he'll have like 3 or 4 beers or, like a beer or 2 and like 1 or 2 whiskeys. And then he'll drive them home and be like, yeah, I'm fine. And it's like, there's no way you're fine after drinking all of that. Like, if you got pulled over, you definitely are going to mark up, like, for a DUI. But okay, you know it. Like, Mike doesn't drink, and if I'm out and about on my own, like, I won't drink if I have to drive, unless I know I'm going to be out for like 4 or 5 hours not driving, and then I'll have a drink to sip on. But yeah, she's not an alcoholic. All of her friends, like, I was talking to my grandmother the other day, and my grandmother was telling me how one of the bridesmaids went to, like, the first dress, like, fitting or whatnot, because, you know, she was in the city, she wanted to come, and apparently this girl said every single dress that my sister tried on was gorgeous. My grandmother's pretty sure that she just had the notion of the dress is expensive, so it's a good dress. Because she was like, yeah, she gave no. My grandmother basically was like, she didn't give any helpful feedback the whole time she was there. And then this girl brought a bottle of wine for dinner, and it was like, you know, my sister, her, my mom, Scott, my grandmother, and my grandfather. And apparently this girl drank over a bottle and a half, like more than a bottle of wine while she was out and about with my mom. Like she was there for a wedding, for like a dress fitting, and she drank over a bottle of wine at dinner. Like, what? And I don't think and obviously she didn't pay because she was out for the dress fitting. So my mom or my mom's fiance paid. And, like, that's all of her friends. They all get super shit-faced and drunk. Like, my sister and her fiance literally go to bars that, like, young 20-year-olds go to when they're back from college. Like, though, and they go out, like, when those kids are back from college. Some kid, I need to catch up. I'm so sorry. I've been on a tangent. Oh my god, that's my mom. My sister's two younger, two kids close in age. No, I agree with you, Pixie, that some people shouldn't have kids. I don't drink also. That's so funny, but I mean, like, meh. I I basically drink at family functions and during Frantic Fiend Friday. That is the extent of my alcoholic consumption. And that's because I want to go somewhere else. Where's the rock? 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 Yay. I can't find it. Is it that one? Is it that one? I don't remember where it is. I don't remember where the rock is. Oh, no. But yeah, no, like, there's some person on Twitter right now. I don't remember who it is. But there's, like, a tweet on Twitter going around right now, or at least it was a couple days ago. And it was, like, some fairly, like, famous, like, actress, I think, or something. And the tweets basically was like, so-and-so wants to remind you that, you know, it's okay not to have kids if you don't want to have kids, blah, 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 blah. Like, you don't have to have kids, basically. And, like, the issue is I feel like there's so many people who feel like they have to have kids and they have to do this and they have to do that. And then it's like, no, you don't have to. Like, look at some of the families that, you know, like, have 9-10 kids, and then, you know, like, your kids grow up to all be, like, complete pieces of shit because you shouldn't have had all those kids. Or, you know, like, you have kids that only have, like, one child, and then you spoil the ever living fucking crap out of that kid, and that kid does not grow up to be good. Like they were given everything they ever wanted on a gold platter, like, spoon fed to them. Like, and that's kind of like the thing, right? And then you have all these people who are like, no, I must have a child. Like, my sister wants to get married. She wants to have a honeymoon baby. Like, to the point that she has bragged about it. Not bragged, but she has mentioned it multiple times to people that she wants to have a honeymoon baby. Like, she wants a honeymoon baby. Her and Spencer apparently both want it. I don't think Spencer wants it. Spencer is basically her fiance. Spencer is basically a man child. So I don't really believe that he wants a honeymoon baby, but it's fine. He'll do whatever Nicole says because he's so whipped that you could basically give her a leash and collar and say, own this man, and he probably would do it. Like, she wants a honeymoon baby. She got really upset that her future mother-in-law got her a maternity sweater for Christmas because she thought it was really rude and disrespectful. And I was like, you keep saying you want a baby to everyone, but okay. Like, imagine someone buying you a gift that's, like, thoughtful for the thing that you've literally been telling everyone that you want to do. On top of her wanting to have this baby, she also wants to open her own business that she has not even necessarily been a part of. Like, she hasn't worked in the industry for even more than a year, and she wants to open up her own business. Mind you, she's a chiropractor, a fake doctor. But yeah, she wants to open up a chiropractic business, but not only a chiropractic firm. She wants to open up a pediatric chiropractic firm where she would only work basically on kids ages 7 and younger. Not 17 and younger. And her specific reason for it is because if she does pediatric chiropractic, it is more money. And then she also wants to buy a house. And she wants to do all of these things literally in the next year. And I'm like, with what money, Nicole? But that's not here nor there for me to deal with. Like, she's a terrible person. She can keep being a terrible person. I don't. Maybe one day, like, I'm a firm believer that what comes around, like, what goes around comes around, and karma's a bitch, and Nicole will get what she deserves eventually for being a shitty person to everyone. There it is. I did not expect for it to show up. I saw it for a second and was like, wait a minute. I need to do this because so the issue. Oh, I was like, why are all of these things here? And then I realized it's because these were when Bandit was helping me. I have a lot of Pokemon in it. Okay, we'll get the set. We'll take the 75. I'll take the. I think that's it. I think we'll just take the 75 also. Anyone else who can possibly help? No. This is where my trade things go, so I do want to move all of you off of that. You're heading out, right? Okay, bye. Have fun at the vape store.
And picking up an Amazon fish.
Ooh, okay, have fun with that. Yeah, I see boy. I'll feed him around 6 when I get off, so.
Probably maybe in like 20 minutes, put plastic over those.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Mwah.
Mwah. I am shocked that that spot. I've done this hunt 3 times already, so I'm glad we finally have it. Large Democratic. No. So, So. No damage. What about Ironhead? I think I die actually from this earthquake. I don't. No, I do. Oh, I moved. I survived. So no. There's not a large demographic, I feel like, for pediatric chiropractic, but it is a very successful business because, you know, it's not needed per se. And, you know, my sister gets what she wants, so that's what she's gonna do. Like, it's really weird too, because it's like she works at a firm that she doesn't like she works at a place that she doesn't enjoy working at because oh like she works at a place that she doesn't enjoy because the people who run it are like pretty shitty people. And from what I understand, they're not doing any like quote unquote malpractice with the business, but they 100% are doing some form of tax fraud, according to my sister. So on that notion, I've basically been like, I don't understand why you A, wouldn't report them, or B, why you wouldn't look for somewhere else to go, because they are technically not, like, they're technically not doing, you know, the correct thing. Like they are they are doing tax fraud, like, to a degree. And she basically tried to be like, well, you know, like, being a chiropractor, like, the industry is small and there's not that many of us, so if I do that, I'm basically shooting myself in the foot to work anywhere else, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, but you are the problem by not reporting them. Like, you've basically just stated that, like, you're fine with malpractice and you don't care. So, like, I don't get it. Is it I think I need to go to 2. I think I need to not be at 3. And it's like, whatever, man. Like, it's on you. Like, if they do get screwed over and you're still working there, regardless of the fact that you're not part of the business, like, you are there as a chiropractor, so they will probably assume that you knew in some way, shape, or form that, like, the billing was not being done wrong, and even though you don't own it, like, you will go down with that ship too. Like, it's the same notion too of, like, I feel like if eventually, you know, like, if people find out, like, that it's happening, even if she wasn't still there, but they find out that it was happening when she was there, I feel like there's also a chance for her to get kind of, like, fucked over. And she's just like, no, that's not how it works. I'm like, okay. Oh, wait. Your tail, I don't like the tail. Slitherwing, I don't like your back tail. But you're a Goldie boy, so we're gonna look for you anyways. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, it's weird. Like, I know that I could be, like, in a much better place in life right now if I really wanted to, but the issue that I had was, growing up, I always wanted to be. I could have one-shot killed Nemona's team with my... Oh, for your Nuzlocke? Is this for your Nuzlocke or just for your actual game? I don't remember. But yeah, no, like, is there a better place to look than here, or is this, like, the place I have to look? Because I feel like once I go up here, they don't spawn anymore. And I don't understand how this place is different. Like, how is this different? Like, how do you spawn here, Slitherwing? And this is the only place that I know of that it does spawn. But yeah, like, I don't know. I always was interested in content creation, and growing up, like, my mom, like, deleted all of my, like, YouTube videos and my YouTube channels that I would make, and she wouldn't let me make videos. So I was making them, like, in disguise, by my, like, in secret in my room when, like, no one was home. And because, like, I was never given, like, the courtesy that, you know, like, my stepbrothers get now, where they can just be home alone all the time. Like I like, if I was home alone, I got, like, a half hour to an hour, and I had to do my best. Like, so it was stuff like that. And, you know, like, I did what I could do, and I nothing really ever came of anything. And now now I'm 28 and I have a bunch of these ideas that I want to learn and a bunch of these things that I'd like to do, but I'm not really super good with like video editing. And I really do feel like I should kind of like technically I'm in school right now to do interior design stuff, and I really don't want to. And my mom's basically like, well, I paid for you to do it, so you should go do it. And I'm like, I only wanted to do one class, not the other ones. And like, I kind of feel like you're forcing me to do it now because you were the one who wanted to buy all of the classes at once, and you didn't let me just do them like one at a time when I was ready for so now I'm in like this weird like lull where she wants me to finish those, but that's not really where my heart is. And like, I kind of feel obligated to finish it because she got me the classes, but on the same side, I don't want to do it because I'm not interested in it anymore. And I have all these ideas, like I said, for like YouTube and whatnot, but I don't really know how to like do video editing. Well, I know video editing to some degree, but I don't know like it in like full in depth and this, then the other, and blah, 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 blah. So, it just puts me kind of in like this weird lull. Yeah. Yeah, for what though? Were you saying yeah for your actual game or yeah for your Poison Nuzlocke? Because that's what I'm more so curious about. My eyeball hurts. But yeah, so I'm just in like this weird, not weird lull, but this weird like, I have things to do and there's things I would like to pursue in life, but I don't know. I just don't know how to do it. Like, in the notion of I struggle a lot, and I guess this is getting like very like personal, which I don't really care. I'm an open book, and it's literally just I'm pretty sure it's just Pixie and Sam who are really here. And then, no, Hatsumomo is here. Ooh, hey girl. I see you lurking in the background. We love our lurkers. But yeah, no, like, I don't know. I don't have a ton of like self-confidence, and like I know I'm not like bad looking, but I don't feel like I am good looking. So like, I'm very harsh on myself for appearances and for like presenting myself to the world, and like what I like, how I want to present myself and how I want to look for other people. Because even though I know like my face changes a lot depending on, if I wear my hair down, if I wear it up, if I have long hair, if I have short hair. And like, I'm finally having the man bun that I wanted my whole life, and my family basically told me not to have because boys don't have long hair. But because I have such a poor outlook on myself, it has now like, and I never really like did anything to fix that. So now I'm in this weird like stage of my life where I have this really poor outlook on myself. Is that the shiny? No. Okay. The issue is that the top of the shiny's wings look almost identical to the normal one, so I was like, is that it? But I didn't know. But yeah, I have this such like poor outlook on myself that it's kind of stemmed to me also having a poor outlook on like how do I say this? I don't have like a lot of self-confidence in my looks, which I'm working on, but it also stems to me also not really having a huge like, I don't have a lot of self-confidence in like being interesting, I guess is like the easiest way to say it. Like, I know I can be funny, but I don't think that I personally am funny. I think my funniness kind of stems from the fact that I'm so aloof a lot of the times that I don't know, like what I'm like I know what I'm talking about, but I get like scatterbrained and this then the other. So a lot of my like quote unquote funniness comes from, me just kind of being, I wouldn't necessarily say dumb, but aloof. And like I'm super grateful for the community that I've built, and I'm super grateful for the friends that I've made over the past 5 years from streaming. But it is a little daunting at times that, like I've streamed for 5 years and I just finally hit 1,000 followers, and that's awesome. But I'm terrified that, I'm going to put all this time and effort into being a content creator, and I'm just never going to really amount to anything. Like I don't see in myself what a lot of my, friends and viewers see in me. Like, I think I'm just a really annoying, like, obnoxious piece of shit. Like, I don't understand why I've been with Mike for 6 years. Like, I don't get why he's still with me when I'm like, to me, I think I'm not that great of a person. Like, I'm kind of a failure. Like, I don't have a job right now. Like, I'm trying to push content creation, but I don't even know like the bare minimum of networking and promoting my content and social media. And like, I went to school to do like social media management in a degree, and like I understand it like fundamentally, but like I understand fundamentally what you need to do. No way! Shiny Venomoth. That's awesome! When in doubt, just bitch about yourself and you'll find shinies. It's not the one we wanted, but it's still a shiny nonetheless. Hi, cutie. I love who you... No, and like I've slowly been like getting better at like acknowledging that and this, that, and the other for myself, but it still kind of like comes from this this like place where I feel like I could do great things, but I have no clue in any way, shape, or form how to get people to my stream. I don't know how to get people, commenting and reposting and stuff on my like Twitter and my Instagram. Like right now, like I got like 14 new followers on Instagram this week, which to me is insane. Like, I've been really trying to like post on my other social medias. I haven't really been posting that much on TikTok because I'm kind of waiting for the weekend. I'm gonna like pre-make a bunch of stuff for the next week, and go from there. Like I'm really trying. Like I have a whole thing. And this is the mock week. Like a whole thing of, like how many times I need to post, how many I want to, like my start and ends for like my followers and this, that, and the other. And like, it's more like there's even more for next week. Like that, like this week is just my like, okay, we don't have a lot going on for us. So, it just is what it is. And that's fine. But gorgeous. Congratulations. Beautiful. And that just is what it is, but it's like I like really, and this is insane. Like, I'm not trying to say any of this is like a pity party, because I know like the work you put in like pays off over time, right? Like the more work you put in, the better you do. And the more you promote yourself and the more you try to get people to your stream and this, that, and the other, like the more you hang out at other people's streams, the more that you try to network, like the farther you get. And that's something that I think is so interesting with interesting is not really the correct word, but it's the thing that I think is the coolest, I guess is the best way to say it, is like you kind of get back what you put in. And I'm still a firm believer that, you know, streaming or wanting to do content creation in any way, shape, or form, this, that, or the other, yada, 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 stems at a core from, uh, it stems at a core from, of, like, your determination. And I don't care what anyone says, it's super hard to become popular on Twitch, it's super hard to become popular on, like, TikTok and other platforms like that. Solely because, with Twitch at least, Twitch is super saturated. No one's going to tell you it's not super saturated at this point, especially since COVID. Because so many people were like, I'm stuck home, I can't really work, or, you know, I lost my job and I'm on unemployment. Let me try streaming because, you know, the job market kind of sucks right now. No one's really, like, looking to hire people. COVID's fucking awful. Let me just do this for fun. So, like, you saw this giant, what's the correct word? Explosion isn't, but like increase of streamers and content creators, people trying to do this, then, and the other. And, you know, you had a lot of people who were starting to go watch people on Twitch, and people who were, you know, downloading TikTok and watching TikToks just because, you know, like, they were home. COVID was a thing. Like, it did happen. And fundamentally, that's awesome because it, you know, it brings so many new faces and people to, you know, content creation. But it's also a double-edged sword. You know, it's kind of like the opposite side of the coin where, yeah, influx, thank you. Where, you know, you got all these new people streaming, but most streamers who are on Twitch to be streamers won't go to other people's streams. And even if they do, it's like oh, hey, how are you? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Love you. I'm gonna go do this thing. Bye. Or, you know, like, another big issue is, you know, like, you'll get people who, like, are friends with you, and they'll basically only use you as your friendship to be like, oh, this person goes live like an hour before I start streaming, so I'm gonna go to their stream like 20 minutes before I go live, and I'm gonna go chat, hang out, talk with the people, and then, you know, like, 5 minutes before I go live or 10 minutes before I go live or whatnot, you know, I'm gonna be like, hey, I gotta go get ready for my stream, blah, 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 hope you have a great day, X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I used to not have an issue with that, but I realized, like, there are people who will just be friends with you so that they can try to steal your viewers, because, you know, like, they'll become friendly and chummy with them in chat, but they're really just trying to do it so that when they come in and say that they're going live, like, you'll go over to their channels. And it's like, it's the same thing now. Like, even now, like, I don't really care if my friends do it, but, like, if I know that, like, me and another one of my friends stream around the same time, and I know that we share, like, the viewers, if you're gonna go over to their stream, like, to someone else's stream, I would rather you just say you have something else to do and go over to their stream than, like, specifically say in my chat that you're going to so and so stream. Because, like, I know no one's doing it as, like, a slap in the face or to be, like, disrespectful, but it does stem from like, a disrespectful place, because, like, you're telling people that you're going to someone else's stream, and, like, yeah, like, you hope that your community cares for you more, but there is still that little, like, inkling of being like, okay, well, they're a part of this community, but if they're gonna leave this stream to go to a different stream, then, like, is that stream better? And it's like, it comes from, like, that weird place. But I need to run to the bathroom quickly. I need to also put the rice in the fridge, so I'm gonna be back in like 3 minutes. I'm gonna put on the lo-fi, and then we're gonna keep going for I don't know if we're going to keep doing that shiny right now to hunt. That just was the one because we still had the sandwich. But yeah, I will be right back. I love you all so much. Sorry that today's been a weird stream. No, I appreciate. I just read what you said before I left, Sam. And I appreciate that. But I don't want anyone to ever feel like they have to come to my stream. Like I said, I'm super appreciative of everyone who does come to my stream, but I don't want people to feel like they have to come, because at the end of the day, like, you are your own person, like, human being, and if there is someone who you enjoy watching more than me, like, by all means, go watch them. Like, I want you to go watch them. I want you to go have fun. Like you shouldn't be, like, you shouldn't have to put all of your eggs in one basket just for me, you know? Like, I don't want that to be, you know, the thing. Yes, I'll give you. I need to give you I need to make a page on my in my Discord for you to make the Peppa Pig stuff. Can I do grass, chili sauce, olive oil, and salt? I don't know which one I can do. I'm doing either grass or dark. Dark is potato salad, and I don't know if I have it. I don't. So I think we have to do grass. But I don't know if I have all the stuff, so. It's a chili sauce. I don't think I have chili sauce, do I? I can only do the noodles. A swine-ub appeared. We might go back to hunting that other one, because I don't think I have the stuff, unfortunately. But yeah, no, like, I've never wanted to be the person who's like, you have to be here, you have to come to my stream, like, I expect you to be here. I just want to have a community who wants to hang out and stuff, you know, but I feel like a lot of my issues with streaming stem from, you know, I don't have a ton of confidence in myself, and like, I don't have a lot of confidence in myself, and I need to go buy the crap for the dark sandwich. What do I need? I have yogurt. I have yogurt for 1. Well, 3. And salt I have. So I just need to buy potato salad. And yogurt. Okay, well, never mind. We're not doing this right now. We need to go buy yogurt and potato salad. Ignore me. The electric badge. Ooh. But yeah, no, like, at the end of the day, it's just, you know, I have a lot of self-image and like, whatever issues. I was talking to my best friend the other day, and they were like, well, like, what makes you unique? And I was like, nothing. They were like, what's your thing? Like, what's your gimmick? What makes you unique from anyone else who's streaming? And I flat out was just like, nothing. Like, I don't have anything that makes me unique. And they were like, no, we're not, that answer doesn't count. Try again. And I was like, I don't know, maybe the fact that I'm like, I have a lot of determination towards things. Like, I'm very, like, determined to do, you know, like, challenges, like the Dudunsparce, and I want to do, you know, the other 2 that are also like that. I also really want to do, like, I also want to do, you know, a bunch of other, like, hard challenges as well. Nothing unique about me. No, but they basically were just like, well, what makes you unique? And I basically sat there and was just like, honestly, I don't know, because I was like, it's either the fact that I'm super fucking aloof, And Sam can literally attest to it for anyone who wasn't here last night, because my God, I was probably one of the dumbest fucking people I could have ever been last night. And it was, I'm glad that you thought it was funny. I was mortified. Because I don't notice things like that. No, I know. But, like, for me, like, that's just the thing. Like, I would have never realized I, like, spoke out of line. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to buy the rest of the stuff. Anything I don't have, I want at least 10 so I can start making actual sandwiches. But, yeah, so, like, for me, it just kind of stems from, like, I'm trying my best, and I will always try my best, but I'm still only human. And it's basically like, it's the thing that makes me unique is my determination for really awful hunts, in Pokemon at least, and just in games in general, because I'm an achievement hunter. Or it's you know, the fact that I'm super aloof. I'm not like you're demanding me to call you daddy on these dating apps. I'm dead. So for me, it's just, you know, I'm trying my best. I'm trying to do what I can. I don't really care if I should really have at least 10 of each, but it's whatever. I don't care right now. This is my secondary account. It's my throwaway. Sorry, secondary account. I do love you. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just in this weird lull where, like, I know I'm interesting. I think I'm interesting to some degree. Obviously, I've made friends over the years of playing like streaming and playing games and whatnot. So clearly I am a person that, like, people like. But I don't know. There's like there was this one streamer who only streamed for a year, and I'm pretty sure they have more followers than I have, and they only stream on, like, they don't post anywhere else except on Twitch, I think. And I'm like, damn, like, I like, to the people who you know, can get partner in like a couple months, to the people who, like, grow their channels like really, really fucking quickly, like, I wish I could do that, like, and I can't, and it's fine. So I can make this now, which saves me shit. So we're gonna do this. Like, it's so intriguing to me, but on the same notion, I'm just like, I don't know what I need to do to be like that. And, like, I try to post on, like, Twitter and stuff, and then, you know, I'll post on Twitter. I'll think I posted, you know, like, a really cute picture, and then the only people who are liking, like, I'm only getting, like, a couple likes here or there from friends, like, from actual friends, and then, you know, like, it's not really seen by anyone. No one will, you know, like, retweet it, which I think is what helps the most on Twitter for, like, your content to be, like, looked at more. I'm just being lazy and unmotivated to try to get affiliate. You could do it. I know you could. But yeah, it's stuff like that where, you know, push comes to shove, and I'm sitting here just like, hey, maybe one day over the rainbow. Like, on I'm doing better with posting on Instagram, and by posting on Instagram, I have been doing better, getting a couple followers here and there. I get basically like 2 to 4 new followers each photo I post, and that's fine, and I appreciate it. My issue with it, though, is that the only people who are following me right now are just graphic designers, or, like, people who do, you know, like, they make VTube models, or they do the rigging for it. So, like, I'm getting, oops, I didn't need to go to 2, just sitting here, barbecue sauce on my titties, really. But yeah, like, you know, I do XYZ, yada, 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 whatever. But you know, like, I'm trying my best. I really am. But the thing that's just kind of like, oh, okay, is, like, I don't know how to get people from Instagram over to like any of my other platforms. And that's fine. Like most people won't, but you do want to still grow on everything. And like my biggest kind of like shot in the dark now is I think I'm going to just start making YouTube videos and just hope that I start getting a following on YouTube and I can bring them over to TikTok. Or not TikTok, to Twitch. And same with TikTok. Like, I want to redo TikTok and hope that I get them over from TikTok to Twitch. Because as of right now, I don't really know what I can do. Because I'm not. My pup TikTok is doing okay. That's awesome. I'm so glad for you, Sam. I, like, might make a Pokemon TikTok, but at this point I think I just do everything on my main TikTok. I think I just need to post. I think I need to do like, I think what I want to do is I want to do the puppy dance I think once a week, just because it is a TikTok dance I made. I think I want to start doing other dances, like other dance trends, and make new dances as well. Throughout the week, like I want, like my plan is to post 2 to 3 times on TikTok a day, and I kind of want to do. I was really trying to look for you, but the other thing that I was trying to find does not spawn here, so I'm gonna leave. Otherwise, I don't think we get another shiny, because this is the other thing I'm looking for, is the whatever bonnet, but it's not spawning in there, and I would rather look for this right now than look for the other dude. Because the other dude, I think, is one. I think there's this secret cave that now exists. I just don't remember where it is, and I think that guy is easier to hunt there. I also kind of want to hunt him once I get some Herba Mystica on this account, because yes, I am lazy right now about trying to get Herbas on this account, but it's also because I don't want to have to hunt for a Gimmighoul or a Goldango right now. But I plan to get a Goldango on this account. I do plan to get a little bit of Herba Mystica here and there, specifically for harder hunts like that. Do these just also not spawn here? I guess they don't, because I'm using a level 2 sandwich, so we'll just run around. Hatsu, hello, how are you doing? I am doing pretty well. I've been like, well, the start of the stream was me bitching about my family, and now we're at the point of me bitching about how I don't think I'm a good content creator. Or, well, that I'm trying to. Like, I'm really gonna, like, everyone. The issue is I've watched a ton of YouTube videos about being a better, like, content creator. And most of those videos basically state that you need to, like, promote yourself on, like, you really should, like, if you want to be a good Twitch streamer, like, you really need to make, like, original YouTube videos that aren't from Twitch, and then get your following from YouTube to come over to Twitch. And I think I could do that over time, but I just don't know how long it's gonna take, and it terrifies me. I've also tried to post YouTube videos in the past, and I just feel like my videos never did well. So I don't know. I'm just in like a weird place. I still will continue doing content creation. I love it. I love hanging out with you guys. I love getting to chat and, do stupidly hard for no reason challenges. Like the Dudunsparce, which we stopped because my Switch clock rolled over, and I wasn't about to spend X amount of time trying to find a new hunt, because that'd be awful. So I thought I would end the rest of the stream by looking for, a shiny Paradox or 2, because this is what I was planning to do tonight during the D&D thing that I'm going to, because I don't think I'm going to level my character. I might look to see if my character sheet, like, exists on the page for it, but if it doesn't exist on the page, then I'm only gonna be there for a cameo, because I haven't played with that group for almost a year, and I really was only still there with them The only, well, no, not only. I'm coming back because, and I don't know if Pixie's still here or not. But it's the last session of a 3-year campaign. So Pixie and her boyfriend, who is the DM of the game, basically were like, let's see if we can get people to come back for the last session, because this is the last session of a 3-year campaign. Like, it is the final battle. So me and one of the other people who played were both coming back. We didn't need to come for the fight if we didn't want to. So, and I did want to stream prior to it, because I am trying to keep myself on a better schedule. I think I do finally have my stream schedule finished, so hallelujah. I just need to ask Mike about it and then tweak things here or there, because I'm trying to have the channel be live 6 days a week. I know that doesn't really matter, because I was talking to Mike about how I wanted, like the subscriptions to be worth it for the channel. And Mike basically was like, I don't know why you care about that. There are people who subscribe to channels that go live only once a week because it's the person, not the content. And I was like, I understand that, but I also want the content to like be beneficial for people, because I feel like when you're not super established, the getting people for the content is what, like, if you have a lot of content, is what brings people in. So I'm trying to do 5. I would like to do 6 with letting Mike because Mike doesn't think that he should stream on his account. Mike wants to just stream on my account, but do hey guys, what's up? It's Sinspark hacking on into Frozen Blossom stream, like, once, and it'd be basically like a hack stream where I would let Mike use the stream, because Mike's basically here. We basically share the account, like a takeover deal, yeah, once a week. So that's where the 6 would come, because I basically want to do 5 streams a week. One dedicated to. You could if you want to, but I mean, you have to like come visit. I'm not gonna give you my login and credentials and shit. But we've talked about him taking over the stream once a week. I want to specific. So if he does end up doing that, then it would be 6 streams a week, and I wouldn't post my schedule yet, because I want him to feel like he has a choice of when he would get to do it or not. The only day that I've basically decided that I'm not letting him have is Saturday, and that's because I'm planning to make Saturdays my Jackbox stream days, because I do want to bring Jackbox back once a week. So we're going to do that on Saturdays, and that is going to be probably 9 p.m. to 1 or 8 to midnight or 8 to 1. I don't know how long it's going to be. I want it to be a little longer than the normal streams, because I think all of my other streams for the most part are going to basically more or less be moved from 9 to midnight. So 3-hour streams, but that doesn't mean that I won't do them longer if there's like an event or a special thing. It doesn't mean that I also won't do impromptu streams during the days, or do double stream days or whatnot, depending on like my availability or this, that, or the other. And it also doesn't mean that I won't do like event streams and stuff. So someone needs to make a cheesecake. I wish. I bet you could find like a cheesecake clicker type thing. I guarantee you. The cheesecake simulator would be funny though. You definitely could make cheesecakes on the baking sim, I'm pretty sure though, because there is a baking simulator. But yeah, so that's kind of like where I'm at. I would like him to take over the stream once a week, just so you know. It's something else other than just like Pokemon and Jackbox, because as of right now, it is going to be as of right now, it's going to be, I think, 4 Pokemon streams and then a Jackbox stream, but I don't really want it to be 4 Pokemon streams and a Jackbox stream. I kind of want it to be a stream of Let's Play / indie games, and then 2 or 3 streams of Pokemon, and then the Jackbox stream from me, because I want it to still be predominantly Pokemon, but I want to have variety in there so I can still kind of be a variety streamer. Ooh, maybe. And that's just mainly because, like, I personally would like to be able to play some of the indie games that I've been playing on stream with also having, like, time slots for them. I would like to very much so, I would very much so like to, also still make Pokemon content. Like, I know Pokemon is probably not, like, the greatest game to make content on. And that's not to say any shame to Pokemon. Like, I love Pokemon. I love shiny hunting. I love the Pokemon community for the most part, because most people are pretty chill and pretty nice. But I mean, like, you can look right now. Like, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have been out for about 2 months now. The numbers are not that high on the game anymore, and that's mainly because, you know, most people have moved on. Pokemon, for a lot of people, you know, is, you watch, like, a lot of streamers, like, go into it because it's such a big franchise and they want to just stream it when it's popular and it was first released. You know, you get all these people who are playing the game because, you know, it's a good game to play when it's up and about. But now you have the streamers who, you know, are the stragglers that didn't get the game when the game first came out. You have the people who are still playing it because they're shiny hunters. You have the people who are the Nuzlockers and the competitive people. And that is a very dedicated fan base. But the issue is that it's a very dedicated fan base for the specific portions of it. Like, people who enjoy playing Pokemon for Nuzlocks tend to only like Pokemon for Nuzlocks after that aspect. It's the same thing for shiny hunting. It's the same thing for competitive. Like, they enjoy watching people doing those specific things. And I think that I'm, like, kind of okay at competitive. So if that is something you guys would like to watch, I definitely could make a competitive team or find a competitive team, because there's a ton of, you know, there's a ton of rental teams that I could use. But yeah, like, that's a portion of it. This, then, the other, yada, yada, yada. But as of right now, where, like, cheesecake comes out of an oven and then slides down onto a belt and people can just nickname, that's so funny. That would be cool. I mean, you could make that, Sam. You should make that game for Jessica. But yeah, I don't know. Like, as of right now, my thought process is definitely a Jackbox stream, and that's 100% going to be on Saturdays. And that notion is specifically stems from the notion of, I know it's not the shiny, but it really looks like the shiny. But it does stem from the notion of, most people, like, is Saturday the, like, go out day that a lot of people go out on? Yeah, but it's also the day that a lot of people, like, spend in at home relaxing, because, you know, just because it's your weekend doesn't mean that you want to go out and about and, like, you know, so on that notion, it's like, Jackbox is my best days. I feel like Saturday is the easiest day to do it on, where everyone will have a chance to be able to come and play. Like, it'll just be a nice, like, later stream, so, you know, if you didn't go out, you could do it, or if you did go out, you could possibly make it for the end of it. So that's that, and then I think I'm gonna do 2 or 3 Pokemon streams with one day I really do want to have as Let's Plays and / or indie games, and then I might just take it a step further and have one day for each. I don't know if Bandit's here. Shout out to Bandit. Kind of like what Bandit does, where, you know, they play different games depending on the day and this, that, or the other. So, like, I would have designated days for people to come and this, that, and the other. But, yeah, I don't know. It really just depends on, you know, what happens in the future. Like, I'm gonna keep trying to figure out the Twitter algorithm and, you know, the YouTube algorithm. Well, I haven't even tried for YouTube yet, but Twitter and Instagram I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get, you know, unshadow banned from TikTok, so that I can start, you know, getting people viewing my stuff on TikTok. And that really just stems from me not, like, posting that much. Like I said, I've had a very like I did really well with the puppy dance, and then I got, like, really depressed, and then I just stopped posting. And then I posted here or there, back and forth, and sometimes my videos do kind of okay, but it's nothing like when I was, like, at my peak, you know. Like, I still really want to get a video with just 1 million views on it, because my closest one is like 70,000 views off or something like that. It's so close. I don't know. I'm just hopeful that maybe one day. And then for TikTok, I kind of want to do, like, a dance video, a stream video, and then, like, a positivity video or another trend or something. But I definitely want, like, a stream video a day, and I definitely want something else. But I'm also debating if I should do what I do normally on my normal Twitch, and then possibly, instead of doing the, like, I kind of want to make a Twitch clips only channel for TikTok. And that's kind of like the same thing with YouTube. Like, I do plan to, like, post YouTube videos of, like, Nuzlocke and other Pokemon things, and maybe other games in general. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna do just Hodgepodge, or if I'm gonna do, you know, specifically one type of game. I haven't really decided that yet, but I have decided that, one, I want to do a YouTube channel that's just my Twitch streams. So I think oh my god, I didn't even see it. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Sorry, I'm here. I did hear you say if Pixie here. Oh, you're fine. I was just telling them about the last tonight. I was telling them of tonight. I did save. I don't think this will kill it. Okay, it did kill it. I really do hope I saved. I'm here. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, like, my plan for YouTube is I want to, as of right now, I mainly want to do Nuzlocke, and, like, with the shiny Dudunsparce, I plan to make a video about, like, the journey of finding shiny Dudunsparce. And then I think when I do Mousehole and when I do Sinistea, I think I'll do those also as their own individual shiny hunting videos. And then I kind of want to go back to Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and I kind of want to just restart the game, but if I don't restart it, I kind of want to if I'm not far enough in the one, because I know the one I caught all the legendary birds, but I don't think I caught Mewtwo. But I would like to kind of, like, trade back and forth with someone so I can get the shiny charm in the one, and then shiny hunt for, although I don't think the shiny charm matters to hunt. But I would like to shiny hunt all of the legendary birds. Where is Eevee Pixie? Eevee Pixie doesn't exist right now. I'm so sorry. Does this one shot? No. But yeah, I would like to, oh, it's confused. Oh no. I think this is when I just start chucking balls. But yeah, I want to do, like, all of those, and then I kind of want to do all 3 shiny birds from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee as their own, as either, like, all those hunts together, or maybe do them individually depending on how long they take. I want to do Mewtwo as well. So I have things that I want to do in going forward, for my one channel, and then I want to open the other channel up for all my Twitch streams, I think, going forward, because I would like to just have a place where I can kind of keep them forever, but have them on a channel that's not monetized, so, you know, or not on, like, on a channel that could be quote-unquote monetized, but it wouldn't be my main channel, so because I curse during my streams, it wouldn't be affected. And then Mike and I have also talked about possibly doing a third channel, and this is not 100% a fact or anything, but we've talked about possibly doing a third channel where the third channel would be cooking, because Mike cooks a lot. I want to start cooking more because I don't really do a ton around the apartment, or not around the apartment, but I don't cook. I am not the cook in the family, as you would say. But there was talk about doing that, and then also doing, I've been getting into puzzles, and I've been really trying to, as of right now, I've only done one puzzle, and I still need to post it to Instagram. But we have talked about doing, not only me posting the photos that I take every day, because this past one that I did, I just kind of did it. I did it in 3 days. I didn't care how much time I took. But I kind of want to do my next one where I do it. I only do it an hour each day, and or every hour that passes, I take a photo of it. So that like you can kind of see like the progress of my puzzle throughout like every hour of me doing it. And I think that would be cool. I kind of want to do that. So that was another plan that I kind of had. So like there's probably going to be at least a third channel for like the puzzle, cuz once I can get my my GoPro back, I want to do it where we have it like overhead and it's facing down, and I want it to film as the puzzle's being done. And then I would just do like sped up versions of that. And then if that would be possibly a thing you guys would want to see on Twitch, I would also try to possibly do that on Twitch as well for you guys. Just, you know, so there's like other things, like I'm trying to branch out. But if we did, you know, the puzzles, if I did the puzzle channel, or if I did the cooking channel, if I decided to do both, those would probably just all go on the same channel. And the thought process behind that is not that cooking food and doing puzzles are the same thing, but it was the thought process that like neither of those made sense to be put on a gaming channel, where if they were put on, you know, their own individual channel, it would make more sense. And then it also like stems too from the same thing of like, if I make my main channel just Pokemon, do I make like a secondary gaming channel for other things? But like I'm not there yet, and I don't know how much I want to do of it yet. But I was planning to go for another 25 minutes or so, but because I killed the thing, I know that I don't have a sandwich, because the sandwich doesn't save when you leave and come back in. And because I saved, I already used all the sandwich ingredients, but I did catch 3 shinies, and I did catch some for the Dudunsparce. But I have some things that I need to do before 7, and I need to cook dinner, and I need to feed the dog. So I'm going to politely leave now, I think. I don't really have anyone to raid into, but I do see that Zabor's friend 8 Heckin' Bears is streaming right now. He raided into us yesterday. He is playing some Borderlands 3 again over on his channel, so I think we should re-show the favor back to him, because, you know, he raided into us, so we can go show some love over there to him, and that way I can come say hey for a little bit, go do my own things, and then, you know, I can see you guys later, because one, I don't know how long the D&D thing is going to go. 2, I don't know if I'm going to be able to level up my character in time, so I might just be doing a cameo and I might hang out. And 3, who knows? Maybe I'll just do like an impromptu side like stream where, like we do a watch party watching them stream, and I'll just have 2 screens of the D&D campaign and Pokemon up or something, and you guys can watch the final battle of the D&D campaign, and we can just kind of hang out while we catch Pokemon or whatnot. But yeah, I need to go cook. I want to be a good boy because I don't ever really cook. And there's other things that I want to go. But I love you all so much. Thank you so much to everyone who came by to hang out. If you haven't already followed, hit that follow button if you want to see more content from me. If you want to hang out with me offline, you can put ! Discord into the chat or click the Discord link down below. My socials for Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok are also all down below if you want to follow me on any of those. And go spam some emotes into 8 Heckin' Bears chat. And I hope to see you guys maybe tonight, but definitely tomorrow for Jackbox. Bye.